Hello everyone, welcome once again to another Power BI related tutorial by Team Slidescope. In this part we are doing retail sales performance analysis and forecast. So you can see we have done forecast of upcoming 2 months on the basis of sales value that we have. We can also select different date hierarchies from here. We have information like what is average age of customer, what is the total sales amount. Let's say we want to see total sales amount for all male candidates, for all female. We can see the distribution of sales by gender, customer distribution by age, and total sales amount in different age category. We also have information about total amount by quantity and rank of product category. So you can see electronic items are bought more either as 4 quantity or 1 quantity. Then we also have total sales by product category, and we can use them as filter also to see the overall performance of company, overall sales performance of company. We can use some date parts as filter as well, and you can see the forecast will remain here. So everything that you are seeing in this dashboard along with these interactive filters, you will be able to learn from scratch how to build that. All you have to do is we will provide you the CSV file. Just go to get data and click on text CSV and go to connect and load this file and then start doing the analysis. So the data set that we are going to use in this project is this retail sales data set. This data set is present in the retail sales performance, this particular Kaggle file, and from here we can get the data set. So when you will go inside the table view, click on your table, right click on your table and click on copy table. From here you can paste the data if you want to use this data in other projects, and then you can save your data. So we can save this file in retail sales analysis as retail data.csv. We'll replace the file. This is because one student asked us how to do that. In the data set we have transaction ID, date, customer ID, gender, age, the category of product. It can be beauty, clothing or electronics. We have the quantity, like how much quantity was bought in that order, price per unit, and total amount. So 25 into 250, 25, 400 and so on. And this is the date of order and customer ID. Why I have extracted the data? Because the URL that I showed you, the Kaggle uh, file that I showed you, will give you the PBIX file. So we will build a simple dashboard with this data set. Although they have given a good dashboard, but we will try to create something from our own end. So first of all we will insert a text box here, and in the text box we will mention what we are trying to do, and we are simply trying to find out retail sales performance analysis. So we will name this data dashboard as retail sales performance analysis dashboard. We can choose a particular color. If you want, you can go to view and change theme. This is optional. I will not change the theme and use the theme which is given here. So I will probably choose this color and make it bold, and I will choose 28 as my font size. So this will become my heading, retail sales performance analysis, and align it to center. Now here we can go to effects. We can enable a shadow and a visual border if needed. For visual border also we will select the same color as theme, and we will use 12 pixel as the rounded corner shape. We can just drag it down. So this will become our heading, and we can use this space for some filters. For example, if you want to use date as a filter, so you can add a slicer here, and for that slicer you can use a particular filter. So you can use date here, and in date we have different slicer setting like between, before, after, drop down. So we can select different dates from here. If you want to show date as a proper between one, like, so what you can do, you can select in slicer settings, you can select date as a between option, which will show this slider also. So now we have the date value, and obviously we can disable the slicer header because we can understand this is a date filter. We can copy formatting and apply it here so that it follows the same styling. And here also you can, let's increase the height a little bit so that the filter is also properly visible. So now we have our retail sales performance analysis dashboard ready, and we also have the date filter ready. If you want to learn Power BI, we provide online classes of Power BI at our institute. Now let's try to build some KPIs here. For KPIs, we will simply create card here, and in the card we will use a particular height, and we will use, first of all, what is the average age of customers. So from here we will select age, we will go to call out value, we will choose 30 as call out value. Let's say 35 will also be good. I will select this particular color, make it bold, and for category label that we have over here, we can select a different type of color and make it bold. So this will be average age. Here also we can copy the same formatting. So let's try one more time. So this will show us average of age. Now it is getting trimmed or clipped, so we will go to property over here, and in property we will go to padding, and we will reduce the top padding, and we can increase the bottom padding, so that it will fit the values that we want to see in center. So we can go to padding once again and try to increase it from bottom as well. So now this is one KPI card which shows average of age. Next is price per unit and quantity. We also have total amount, like on the basis of this, what is the sum of total amount, which is basically the sales value. So we can click here and we can rename for this visual as sales amount. So, or total sales amount, whatever you want to call it. Next we can copy it, and since we have copied this, we will select average, and this is average sales value or average transaction value. So we will write average transaction value, which is 456, because we have 1000 different 1000 number of orders here, 1000 transactions here, so that's why it is just divided by 1000. Next we can also find out how many total number of transactions we have. So for that we can simply bring transaction IDs, and we will bring count distinct transaction IDs, and we can rename for this visual as count of transactions. Now we can copy it one more time and this time we can also try to find out average quantity or total quantity sold. So we can just bring quantity over here, and we can simply rename for this as visual as total quantity sold. So this way we have these distinct values, the KPIs. Here you can see we have customers here. So from customer 1 to 1000. So this means that for 1000 rows we have 1000 different customers. Otherwise we can create a simple KPI sheet for total number of customers as well. As we have created a date slicer, we can also go we can also create another slicer over here. So first of all I will arrange it like this, because we want to use more area for building visuals. And in this slicer we will use our categorical fields. The categorical fields that we have here, first categorical field from top is gender, so which can be either male or female. We can go to slicer setting and say we want to show it as a tile. For our values, if you want, you can increase the size. Obviously here in case of tile it will not increase because area is limited. For slicer header we can select a color from here and we will increase the slicer size. And for value background we can select a different color. So let's say for value background we are selecting not for font color. For font color we will select this. For values background we will select a different color. So this way we can build a simple filter, and from here we can format and give that curve shape. So this will create a filter for us. We can go to properties, here also padding, and just increase padding from top for this. Now if you will select female, you can see count of transactions from female customers are 510. Their average transaction value is almost the same, average age is this, and so on. And for men it is 455. Similarly we can copy this filter, and here we can use product category. So in case of product category we have beauty, clothing, and electronics. So let's say for clothing category, total sales amount, average transaction value, count of transaction. For electronics, so this way you can select that, and we can create another filter. And this time suppose from date, obviously we have this value, but from date suppose we want to bring just the month as the filter. I'm just giving you an option, or a quarter as a filter. So in quarter 1 performance, quarter 3 to 4, we can just analyze it with these simple filters. So save your work. Next we will create a simple donut chart over here, and with this donut chart we will try to find out total sales by gender, because in such cases when we are doing retail sales performance analysis, so in such cases we can see that I will just go 20. So in such cases sales is our target field, so we have to see distribution of sales by different categorical fields, date, etc. So first of all, if you want to see, we can bring a donut chart. In legend we will bring gender and total amount, that is sales. So sum of total amount by gender. So you can see 51.06% of total amount is given by gender, and we can rename for this visual as total amount in itself is sufficient. So total amount by gender or total sales by gender. Let's say total sales by gender, and for this we can go to general tab, title, and we can align it to center, and for titles we can select this particular font colors and use 16 or 15 as size, and we can go here and go to general tab, effects, visual border. I'm not copying that because they don't have filters, they don't have title in them. We can enable shadow. So this is total sales by gender, and I one final thing that I will do in effects is for visual border I will select 12 pixel. So this is total sales by gender. Similarly, we can copy it and we will just replace it with a line chart, and instead of gender you will see total sales by date. So when you will bring date here, you will see we have different values here. We can go up and change the level, like we can drill up or drill down to go in the date level. Now what they are showing is 2023 quarter 1 month wise sales, and for 2024 quarter 1 month wise, right? We can go to this level or further up, then you will see quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4 of 2023, and then quarter 1. So this way you can see different sales value, and we can choose a simple area chart here. So this is total sales by year, quarter and month, and we will use just this much width. We can increase the width here as well. So we have total sales by gender, which gives us an indication that if we have to do sales forecast, so in that case we have to use these parameters, like gender will play a role, so it is very important. So you can see now we have the monthly data. Here we have different type of trend analysis, and you can see y constant line, minimum line. You can do these kind of you know you can bring these kind of lines which we have discussed in our other tutorials also. Now let's say we have to do forecast here. Just I want to let you know. So for forecast, let's say we are here. We expand all down one level by clicking here and further. So what we are seeing here is month wise. Here you can see information that this is quarter 1, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, okay, for 2023, and then we have some sales of January. So when we are at this level, let's go to add further analysis, and now you will see forecast. So you can enable this forecast, okay. So this will give you some kind of forecast for upcoming months, and here you can see forecast length, like we can show forecast for 5, right, and we can apply. So next 5 points, from here you can select, let's say we want to show forecast for next 2 months. So from here we can select forecast for 2 months and apply. We can try, if you want you can ignore last, let's say 1 month or 1 point something. So and we can apply. So this way you can show forecast, and on our channel we have a dedicated video for forecast in Power BI. Now as we have created these charts, we can create total sales by product category as well. So we can copy this same graph over here, and to show total sales by category, we will just remove date from here and put the category. First of all, we'll use clustered bar chart, and on y-axis we will bring the product category. So we will bring product category and total sales. we can go to bars, and let's say for all beauty products we can select, let's say, this color. For clothing we can select, for example, a blue color, and for electronics let's select a dark color. So this is total sales by product category, and we can see total sales in electronics is more. Let's say we want to display the data labels also. So you can see now data labels are visible, and we can go and set their position at inside end, and in values we can enable, obviously color is okay. What I wanted to do was just to make them bold. So this shows total sales by product category, and lowest is in case of beauty product. But what is the average sales value? So on the basis of average sales value, you can see beauty products are more valuable. So this is very important here. Now in such charts we have a zoom slider. If you will enable the zoom slider, you will be able to, you know, do it like that. Like you can reduce the sales value and see for sales value less than a particular value what was the case, higher than a particular value what was the case. So let's not keep it for this chart, but we can keep it for other charts. Next, we also have customers of different age groups. So we will select a line and a stacked column chart here. For the line and stack column chart, we will apply the same formatting. And what I'm going to do here is I'll put age on the x-axis. On column y-axis, I will see how many customers are there in each age group. So you will be able to see that information, right? How many customers are in each age group. Here we have different type of values, like we can enable a logarithmic scale, invert range. So however you want to display that, and we also have x-axis. If you want to select your x-axis as categorical field, so it will automatically arrange that people of age 43 are 31, they are most number of people, and 64 are 31 and 51. If you will keep it as continuous, you will show it like this, you will view it like this. We can enable the data labels also, so or just turn it off, and we can enable the zoom slider here as well. So for example, if you want to see people of age below a certain value, let's say age below 50, so you can do it like that. And if you want to see people that in a group there should not be more than 10 people, so you can do it like that. Okay, now since we want to do it with line and stack chart, so detail labels I want to turn off. What I can do, I have option to add a line here, and for line I want to see total amount of sales, okay, like in each age group. So this way I will be able to see that in age group of 43, because there are most number of people here, sales amount is higher. In age group of 64 also we have highest number of people, but here the sales total sales amount is not higher. So this way you will be able to see a correlation between age group and total sales value. What I can do here, simply I can just create a new group, and for age we can say number of groups. Currently there are 20 groups, let's say we want to show 15 groups just showing. So we can create groups from these continuous values, and now instead of this I will just add age bins over here, and it will show the data as a histogram. Okay, so this will give us information of customer distribution by age, and we can just write and sales also. Next, we also have quantity over here. So we can create a simple tree map, and in the tree map we can see, we can put quantity as a category here, and we can see total sales amount, total sales amount as a value. So it will automatically show us that when people have bought 4 items, obviously sum of sales amount is more, then 3, then 2, then 1, which obviously gives us a clear indication that sales amount totally depend upon quantity of product bought. So this is sum of total amount by quantity. Now just want to teach you that for these kind of cases where we have two categorical values, like suppose we want to see effect of quantity and gender both, so we can use a ribbon chart. This ribbon chart obviously is showing us like for quantity 1 2 3 4 what is sales value. But what if we bring gender as a legend? So now you will see an interesting thing, that this is male, right? In case of male, it is not necessarily the case that this is rank of quantity. Okay, this is rank of sum of total sales amount. So when quantity is 1, male have given more amount, or from male candidates or from male buyers we have more sales amount. But in case of quantity 2 or higher, more sales amount is from female buyers. So this ribbon charts help us in showing that. Instead of gender, we can also bring product category to see, like in quantity 1, more electronic items are bought. In quantity 4 also, more electronic items are bought. But when it comes to quantity 2 and 3, you can see more beauty products are bought. So this is how you can see total amount by quantity and product category. So I'll just rename it for this visual. So this is our basic dashboard here, basic retail performance analysis dashboard with these interactive filters which we can use to see the performance of different months, years, across different categories for different genders, etc. If you like this tutorial, please subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, you can give them in the comment section. Thanks for watching the video once again. Have a nice day.